No doubt this NHL dispute is a tangled mess, so how do you fix the problem before yet another season becomes a casualty? Tonight we take you inside to examine where the NHL goes from here. Here's Melissa Fung.
How do you go from the silence of cancellation now to the buzz of training camp by the fall?
We are going to start planning for the 05-06 season.
The NHL has a number of options if it wants to get its game on by September. It can continue negotiating with the Players' Union to get a deal. But after today's events,
it is going to be a really, really rough negotiation going forward.
The two sides are back to square one.
It is a completely new game now, and it is the embarrassment that the NHL is going to suffer over this, the negative ramifications completely change the playing field.
If they don't reach an agreement, the league can go to the National Labor Relations Board in the U.S., declare an impasse, and impose its own contract.
It'll be a pretty drastic move, I think.
A difficult one, too, says this expert on labor laws, because the laws are different in the U.S. and Canada.
What you've got is this whole milieu of different laws that will apply, and in essence different mechanisms by which it may make it difficult to do something in a uniform way.
But if an impasse was declared, it would essentially allow the league to start the 2005-2006 season without the Players Association.
When do you start looking at the option of replacement players?
That's something we'll start looking at in the next few weeks, and it's something that we'll begin discussing with the owners.
The precedent for replacement players has already been set. The National Football League did it in 1987 during its labor dispute.
Asking you to leave right now.
It was ugly. Striking players protested in anger and begged fans not to go to games.
Tie each other up. Now here's Eiserman. He scored!
That's what many think this dispute will come to, replacement players being brought in to start the next season. Some of them could even be free agents whose contracts are up.
It remains an option, but not something we're in a position to comment on at this point. The league will let us know.
I think that everyone's got to take a deep breath and think about that before you go that route.
No one knows the impact of a long layoff better than Major League Baseball. It never had to use replacements, but the players' strike in 1994 hurt the game so badly, it's only now really starting to recover.
Major League Baseball suffered for many years after the strike. Fans were not only disappointed, they were angry. They stayed away for a number of years. 94 through 97, 98, many of the fans abandoned baseball.
Hockey's really up against it.
The effect on hockey, according to this agent, could be much more dire.
So now they have to really come a long way to get back to ground zero and then build on that, particularly in the United States.
But with an entire season gone, only one thing is certain. Right now, hockey is headed into uncharted territory. Melissa Fung, CBC News, Toronto.